Happy time zone, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to our second race in the Baron Heroes Journeys series. My name is Xenocat. I am joined once again in the booth by the creator of this club, Alchemy. How are you doing today, Alchemy?
I'm doing just fine. You said a bit of an early dinner. I am so ready to have our racers betray the betrayer.
Yes, that is right. Our hero today is Kain. And as a result, Cecil's not going to appear in the seed because Cecil's just the better version of Kain, and we don't want anyone to outshine him.
Yeah, Kain's a bit jealous, so he's like, no, not Cecil. So for people that are new to this segment, Hero's Journey is trying to make a series of flag sets and objectives that are tailored to each character in Final Fantasy IV. So they're more for flavor than anything else. Doesn't mean that I haven't tried to make things spicy and interesting. For example, all chests are money in this flag set. Kain and his pals can only buy equipment from shops.
Yeah, we'll have to buy all of our equipment manually, and they don't start with anything either since the C Neki flag is on. So everything has to come from shops and trapped chests.
Even if the flag C Neki is on, Kain, because he's the hero, gets the Kit 2 defense, Kit 3 Abilene, so he's good. He starts with like a Blizzard Spear and stuff, and like a shield. He's fine. Everyone else though, nah.
Yeah, no one else needs stuff. You have to work if you want to get stuff for other people. But
Yep.
Speaking of other characters, we can pick up other characters pretty easily, as the N-Cares flag is not on. N-Key is on, though. Demist Hunt is active, but it does look like our racers are off.
Here we go. I've been getting a bit of some fame about rolling seeds. Hopefully this is not as bad as some of my other seeds, apparently. Well, that's a pan. Nice.
Yang in the pan. That makes sense.
So as with the other flag set from last week, no dupes and permajoin is on. So our racers will have to make their party choices very deliberately.
Yes, and especially with a Kain hero who is very fast, it can be... I feel like the other party members are more likely to be faster party members than, say, a slower party member like a Cid or Iridia.
Yeah, Mages and Cid are pretty slow, huh? So they're very good turns.
I think we'll still see a white mage taken along by anyone, because white mages are amazing. But generally, I think this is going to end up being more of a Zerker heavy seed. And hey, look, Kain came with a little bit of anchoring.
Nice. So yeah, this is a 9 out of 10 difficulty seed. Again, reminded that a 10 out of 10 is closer to CC4. So I still wanted the flag set to take less than 2 hours on average. So Enki N-Charge is off and K-Moon is also off. So they're not gonna have issues getting a good party going, but they might have issues getting equipment.
Yeah, we do see Coffee Chocobos heading into Kaipo getting a Thunderclaw, and both of our runners have showed us the first dose of vanilla this seed, Tella in the watery pasts.
Listen, I don't do this on purpose, okay?
Sure. Also Curse Rings are in Kaipo, so Kaipo is just the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. With the Thunderclaw, maybe I want to take Young.
But what if we just took Edge instead?
Well, if he shows up, because C Standard is on, so that means that Edge is not gonna be in any free character spot.
We did see that there was a Fusoya in the Kaipo bed if either of our runners find the Sand Ruby. That is probably an instant take.
Yup.
Even though Fusoya is a little bit slow.
He is, but... Actually, that's a really good point. He is pretty slow, huh?
Stuck at 20 agility for the whole game. He's fine early, but like he gets a little slow as the game goes on.
This is as standard, so the good stuff is gonna be in the Cockle shop.
Yeah, you can get up to tier 5 elsewhere, which means that we could find heroin ropes in a shop.
Yep, heroin ropes are gonna be so useful with a Kain anchor.
Answer question, chat. They're checking a lot of the chests just because they're fast and the chests are worth money, and they do need money to buy things in the shops, and the shops are not worthless because we don't get anything outside of the shops really. Both of our runners now checking Watery Pass and finding Dr. Luge hanging out there, not the Dark Knight that they're looking for.
So indeed, all chests only contain money, and so they need cash. So chests are T-wildish. That means that there is a good chance that the chests have good items, which means that there's a good chance that the chests will give out good money. And they need money to buy good equipment, because that's the only way they can get it, aside from trap chests, I think, and key item rewards.
And we have another vanilla character, that is Palom, showing up in his vanilla spot as well.
Well, this was bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many spots.
Scythe Marshal is going to let Palom in.
Ooh. Palom is pretty slow, though. Ooh.
He is slow, but he is very good for this early game.
Absolutely.
And Coffee and Chocobos let Edward in the party.
That's a really good call, because Edward is really fast, and it's gonna keep up with Kain. And if Coffee and Chocobos finds the spoon, Edward can equip this spoon in this flag set.
That is a very heads-up play there if the spoon shows up, because Edward with the spoon is very, very good.
K-Moon is not on for this flag set, so there's a decent chance that spoon will turn up sooner rather than later. So it's a very interesting gamble that I'm happy to see.
The trouble is you have to deal with Edward for now, and that's a little obnoxious.
It is a little obnoxious. Samurai bows are like tiers 5, yeah?
Yeah,
so...
samurai stuff could be available underground, but until then we're kind of stuck with whatever
like archer
weak weapons we got. Oh, Hamlet, there's another Edward, but Hobbs is required because there is a Dark Knight Cecil.
Well, that's a very nice place for Dark Knight Cecil. Oh, how nice. Is CNC going to meet the objective? So every week there is gonna be a meta objective that if the racers want to choose the next character for next week, they have to meet. In this case, it's jump over any of these nasty moves from different bosses in the game. And,
I mean,
as you can see in chat, it's all of those.
CNC tried to go for it, but it didn't actually work out. The timing did not work out, and I don't think it worked out for Scythe Marshal either.
It's tough. But there's many more things to jump over.
Looks like Scythe Marshal is actually resetting to try timing that again.
Or maybe just wants the EXE for Palom, perhaps. Who knows? No bonus points this time. To just jump, and if you jump, you're good.
But you do have to jump over the attack. You can't just jump in the battle.
Correct. Maybe Scythe Marshal figures that this spot is pretty easy and wants to get the meta objective done. Like, get over it and heal Palom. Yeah, EXP for Palom, that's great, early game.
And again, no jump over that wave. Meanwhile, Coffee and Chocobos is headed to full defense.
We'll see who's waiting. Another reset, ooh. Yeah, maybe waiting for some levels is a better call, but getting those level 2 spells on Palom is so tempting. I totally get it.
Yeah, especially with the dolls here at Fabul Defense, although Coffee and Chocobos takes them out with a Zeus Rage, no problem.
Good call. G items are gonna be your way to go early game for sure.
The trouble is there's only a limited number of those because we can't buy them in shops. And we can't exactly find them either. And gets a Luca key for defending Fabul, so great. More things we can do once we get underground.
Great. I mean, you can buy J items in shops, I think.
No, damaging J items are not available on any flag other than S Wild.
Really?
Other than vampires, they are not available.
I thought that was only for hourglasses? That's weird.
No, any damaging J item. So we're not going to see any Boreases, Zeus Rages.
Hey! Scythe Marshal jumps over the wave from the Arch Nemesis, the Dark Knight Cecil.
Nice. That is a meta objective complete for Scythe Marshal. We'll see if Coffee of Chocobos completes the meta objective on his side on another boss.
If Scythe Marshal comes in first for this race, he will get to pick who the next character is for next wave. We will see.
Or if he comes in anywhere in the top 3, I believe, as long as no one ahead of him
Correct.
Completes it.
You got it. Well, that's a nice place for Evil Wall. This seat has been nice so far.
Yeah, that Evil Wall is definitely not in a bad location, although Kane's gonna have to do a few jumps to get through this.
Mm-hmm. Good thing he starts with a decent equipment option. Maybe a wrist trimmer calling. He really likes Banana Kain.
Yeah, that's Banana Kain.
I forgot about Banana Kain.
Banana Kain is one of the best Kain sprites.
Banana Kain. I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
Oh look, Antlion was the Magma Key.
Nice.
So about these runners going for Bull before Antlion.
That's interesting. I guess we have to be glad that wasn't a hook. See.
Yeah, but like, you could have just doubled it for Bull, but now you might triple it for Bull, and that's no fun. If you just done Antlion before you went to Fabul, you could have saved yourself a trip.
That's why you always do Antlion first.
And Scythe Marshal getting the transformation into Calbrena.
No.
Hate to see it.
I mean, at least you have Palom with the big spells, so you're fine.
Yeah, but the Calbrena doesn't like it when you use elemental magic on her.
I mean, that's fine. 42 damage. Is it are these damage values based on max HP percent?
Wave is based on Calbrena's max HP. Fire is based on your max HP, and the lit counter, I believe, is based on Calbrena's max HP, or based on your max HP as well. I think.
Oh, wow! Palom really hit himself hard with the bow.
Oof! Kain just missed. That's not good.
Meanwhile, Coffee and Chocobos found bandanas, I believe, and an elven bow. That's nice.
Yeah,
and
Eddie
also
is definitely going to appreciate
in the shop. Very nice.
Yeah, Eddie's definitely going to appreciate the bandana and the elven bow. But that is Scythe Marshal through Fabul, getting that Luca key.
Don't you technically get more EXP this way?
You do, yes.
Well, silver lining and all that. Uh, in chat asking like, what's the running like in this kind of flags where money matters? I have no clue.
I would say prioritize, especially with this early magma key, prioritize underground weapon and armor shops.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna be looting more underground.
Because that's the underground weapon and armor shops are where you can find those tier 5 items, which can be just so valuable to these teams.
Like
there's a Gungnir spear.
Yeah. Ogre axe, nice. Hand axe, excellent. Gungnir. The thing is, it's still T wildish, so items are still weighted per location. So ideally, you want to hit items with higher tier chance, so you find better items, so they cost more money, so you get more money. But the value of these items are lessened because you don't actually use the items, you only get the money. So you don't want to hit up Evelyn Castle because it's not worth finding trap chests there. So yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say we did see Antlion and Valvalis are the King and Queen of Feymarch tonight.
That's disgusting.
And the freebie was a Sword Grove, so that'll be nice for Scythe Marshal once he gets underground. And oh look, Rosa was just hanging out on Ordeals.
Nice. Get in. Wow. Antlion and Valvalis. Well, you know what? You have Kain. This is fine.
Yeah.
Like our tracker Dathus points out, if Bal was on Leviathan spot, that will be scarier because if you jump on Valvalis while she's in tornado form, she gets out of the tornado form and then smacks you. And those punches really hurt in that spot.
Yeah, I mean, the Asura spot doesn't have super weak punches, but it's still not great. And
that's a free spoon. That's a free spoon from the pan that they gave you at the start of the seed.
Oh my. That is really good for coffee and chocobos. Spoonward's online.
The gamble paid off.
It is Spoonward time.
Excellent. Ruby can at top of our deals. Ooh, Blizzard Spear time.
Yeah, no, Ruby is not going to pose much of a threat to Scythe Marshal here.
And we'll see if Sheila has the goods.
Pigtail and Protect Ring aren't exactly the goods we were looking for.
Well, Protect Ring's really good, so fine.
Yeah, Protect Ring's nice.
We're still looking for that DMS though. Yeah, that Pigtail can be a really good piece of equipment. And our racers are desperate for good pieces of equipment.
Yeah, this is true. And just a water hag at the back attack, so nothing to be scared of here.
I mean, this is one of the nastiest spots in the overworld, so that's nice to see, I guess. So many bandanas.
Hey, bandanas are great.
They are. Edward is online.
Yeah, Coffee and Chocobos, Edward is ready to just tear through this Baron Inn. Just a Sid in the Baron Inn though, and Sid is rather slow.
Sid is super slow. I don't know if I will take him with this early game power that Edward brings to the table.
Yeah, Edward's just too good. And behind Asura was Mylon and friends.
Well, that's actually a nice place for them to be in, considering this spot can be pretty nasty. Nothing but to take your time and defeat these zombies one by one. What's the key item that's gonna be on top of the heals?
I don't know, but Scythe Marshal's Palom does have Virus, which is
nice.
Really nice.
Oh boy.
And there's music on the mountain.
Oh. Could it be required? It's a distinct possibility. K-Moon is off.
It would be very nice. And oh, hey, look, it's Pale Doom. This is great because all of our weapons for Kain are elemental.
I think Scythe has an axe, or did I?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I think he did buy an Ogre Axe, which is nice. Actually a really heads-up play for this Pale Doom fight. And the Baron Inn gives a tower key.
That's very nice.
Even more things to do underground.
Yeah.
And no Sid for Coffee and Chocobos. Kain and Edward have got this.
Understandable. So, C-Buy is not on, which means that if any racer wants to go ahead and grab any dismissed characters, they can do so, but it just takes time.
Yeah, so there's not really a huge penalty to leaving characters behind.
Coffee and Chocobo is buying like 20 Thor Rages, just in case any mean turtles show up.
I mean, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
There's just a Dark Elf in the Mist Cave, so no Vanilla Demist.
Demist continues to be at large. What to do next? Dwarf Castle, perhaps?
Maybe. Coffee and Chocobo still hasn't been up Mount Ordeals yet, so doesn't know about the Rosa in the Seed.
Yep.
But might just decide to fade that. And there's only one boss hunt, so...
Coffin.
And we didn't see it up there. It's a reasonable chance that that boss isn't on the mountain.
Coffins are nice. Oh, there's the ring. Ooh. Riding Tomrab armor shop.
Yeah, those heroine robes are very nice.
Heroine robe and a dragon whip next to each other. Hello?
Yeah, that's the Rydia shop.
If you find a Zeus gauntlet, like saying Coco shop or something, that's hella nice.
Yeah, that is the Let Rydia Hit Things shop right there.
Yup. Which is completely viable. I don't think Rydia's pretty sharp. It's pretty slow. I think she's kind of speedy, isn't she?
She's fast for a mage. The heroine robe definitely will help with that.
Yep. I think that's a very decent play if any racer in Restream or not wants to go for it. Absolutely.
Dwarf having samurai arrows, but not much else of note. The heroine robe will also work for Rosa. The dragon whip will not, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's why I was so surprised, because it was heroine and dragon bow. Dragon whip next to each other. Samurai arrows are so good, though. That's very nice. Like Coffee and Chocobo has been meticulously checking every armor and every shop. So
well, yeah. The underground shops have a lot of value in them.
And I think that's how you route this seed. You route the shops in your regular KRM hunting to see if you find anything really good. And if you can't get it yet, just the information is good enough for later.
Yeah, but we do see Coffee and Chocobo heading up the Tower of Babel with that tower key from Baron Inn.
Just with Edward and Kain, is this gonna be just I check Super Canon and I'm out?
That's very possible. This might just be a half tower play.
Indeed. That's Leviathan. That's not a threat.
Yeah, we're just gonna throw a Zeus Rage at you.
Bye.
And now Leviathan blows up the super cannon room.
Scythe Marshal finding about the elven bows. I mean, he has a Rosa, so all the bows now have been like the wonderful world of bows have been open to Scythe Marshal.
Yeah, I guess Palom could also use those, but no. Palom doing archery is generally not a formula for success.
He's way better at doing casting. I mean, Elven Bow does give +5 to wisdom, so there's that. Ooh, let's see what the key item from the tower is. Oh wait, no, he's going up.
He's going up to the top. We now know that Mylon Zed is at the Rubicon spot, and this is a sparkle that's not paled him.
Oh boy. Who could it be? Who is it?
Oh, that's not pleasant, but it's.
I mean, thing is, you don't have any casters right now. I guess
this is fine. Kain has Dragoon armor. It's fine.
Oh, that's true. And he can jump to avoid the fight counter. Do you want to do this now, though?
You can just turn them into frogs. It's fine.
I guess, but the DPS is so lagging. It's gonna take a while. This has so much HP.
Yeah, you can get Spoonward back up. It's fine.
Jobdorf is a speech pathologist. Huh. Well, that kind of sucks.
Ooh, something we missed, I think, the last time is that there is a samurai bow in the Tamra weapon shop.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, and
so fast.
Ooh, hit the wrong D-Lunar there for that strat. If you hit the one that isn't a frog, it actually casts wall. If you hit the frog, they fail.
Oh, that makes sense. Damn. It's Coffin Chuckles? Yeah, Coffin Chuckles is like, okay, let me come back later with more levels and stuff.
Yeah, this is definitely a risky play with just the 2 party members at such low levels.
Yep. I think the shops have been super generous so far. Like Samurai, Heroic.
Well, this is all tier 5 stuff. It's what you expect to see in the underground.
I mean,
just having the early underground access has just given them access to those tier 5 weapons.
S standard doesn't always play nice though. I don't think tier 5 stuff is like guaranteed. It's just like a hey, I'm just gonna take stuff from the pool and put it in shops.
It's not guaranteed, but with access to 3 shops, there's a decent chance of finding some good stuff.
Yep, and the chances will be real.
Yeah, that Baron key opens up another gated weapon and armor shop.
And a character check that could be a Fusoya or an Edge.
Yeah.
He's going for it, isn't he?
But the shop is right here.
Yeah, at the very least the shop, huh?
Something tells me we don't need ninja shirts. This shop is meant for Edge.
Ooh, karate, assassin.
But also the mute arrows are nice.
You can chuck wind spears. I mean, like every character is guaranteed in this flag set. There is no C maybe or distinct flags, so there is a really good chance that any character behind a key item is Edge or Fusoya.
And I mean, every time we see a character that isn't one of those 2, that chance just goes up.
Yep. There is at least one Edge and at least one Fusoya in the sea.
But we do know that one of the Fusuyas at least is in the sand Kaipo bed, so that actually means that it's less likely to see Fusoya here than other characters.
I mean, we don't know.
Well, just because we've already seen one in the seed, and for example, we haven't seen an Edge, or we haven't seen a Porum.
Yeah, but we don't know how many dupe Fusoyas are. So...
Yeah, but there could be just more dupes of the others. Once you see a character, they're less likely to show up.
That's true.
Because there's only, what is it, 5, 6 dupes total?
Yeah.
Although we know that there can't be dupe Kains and there's no Cecils.
Ooh, that's true. That lowers the pool. Listen, I'm not good at math. That's like Scythe Marshall's realm. but he's like racing right now, so I can like ask him, hey, what are the chances of? Like I always do.
Yeah. We'll see if Scythe Marshall changes his mind about that Edward now that he has the spoon.
Yeah, the spoon is so powerful. It's straight up 255 weapon power.
Yeah, it is a very, very powerful weapon. It's basically like handing Cecil an Excal and saying, here you go.
Pretty much.
And
sitting at the Baron throne.
Ooh, the Magus sisters here are not pleasant.
Ooh, does CNC have a Rune Axe? Or Elven Bow, I don't know.
Has an Elven Bow, does not have any mage weaponry for Kain though.
Will an Elven Bow deal more damage than this bow, actually? You have samurai arrows.
It doesn't matter because Edward is dead.
Bye. Oh, this is rough.
Kain at least... Oof. And that's with resistance to elemental damage, I believe.
Ooh.
That is... Yeah, this spot has some nasty magic power.
And there's nothing you can do about the thunders because they are reflected spells.
Yeah, I mean, Edward can at least one-shot Mindy. That's really nice.
Sister's Grind? Could it be?
Maybe. Little mini Sister's Grind, it's fine.
Yeah, there it is, Remedy. But you already put up some good damage.
Yeah,
you have momentum on the fight now.
Yeah, I don't think CNC is going to have any issues getting through the rest of this fight. Just a little awkward.
Yeah.
With Cindy gone, that makes this a lot safer. And now there's no Mindy, so it's just Sandy.
Scythe Marshall finally picking up that Edward. Nice.
I mean, it makes sense. You do want to have more people who can use good weapons in your team, and that spoon qualifies as a good weapon. And I think it's time to get some music, apparently, on Scythe Marshall's side. I do really like this play.
Ooh, a Rosa in Baron.
That'll make up for Coffee and Choco's missing the Rosa on Mount Ordeals.
I wonder if music is gonna be required. Huh. There is a really good chance it is.
I would love it to be required. Yes, please.
Like with K-Moon out of the picture, there aren't that many Womps.
And considering we do need both halves of Forge plus the package, all of which are terminal key items.
There's like 5 Womps, I think.
Plus we do need the Darkness Crystal and the Earth Crystal as well, so more chances. And there's one of the Womps. Baron Castle is a Moonveil.
So that's 2. Huh. I mean, Moonveil's nice for the Iron Lion, makes it free.
Yeah.
So that's very, very nice.
Yeah, Moonveil is definitely not a bad Womp, but I think it's time to be quiet as Scythe Marshall is through the magnetization check with all his party members magnetized, and we're about to get some music.
Excellent. That was the main theme from The Legend of Zelda. Very nice. Classic.
I mean, we do have 2 Triforces of vanilla in the booth, so clearly... And of course, as soon as I say that, we have a vanilla Earth Crystal.
And at least we know that the same thing can be repeated like last time.
I think this is just the theme of Hero's Journey. The Earth Crystal is vanilla.
Kofi and Chocobos pick up young.
Interesting.
So Kofi and Chocobos did something amazing. Found Baron guards at the Baron basement. Went, I know what to do. Went down to Tomra, bought 3 coffins, then went up and bought a cursed ring for Kain, and is doing some agility manipulation to absolutely defeat the Baron guards.
Also, for any who feel bad about the whole Triforce of Vanilla thing, that is a very recent meme.
Yes, that is very recent.
It is a meme that dates to about last week. So... no worries. And look at all that money in the treasury.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
So much money.
Right, that treasury, huh? How much money is that? There it is, coughing. Oh, just beautiful. That play was just masterful. I love it.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it.
That'll get him through that check very quickly. And oh my goodness, that's the Darkness Crystal.
What an incredible play that was. Holy moly. I'm just like doing chef's kiss on my mouth, like, mwah.
Yeah, that play is amazing for Coffee and Chocobos. There aren't any key items on the moon other than Cave Bahamut, but we do have to do the Giant Badville, so it is required.
Yep. I mean, Coffee and Chocobos did not pick up that Tela for the grind, so I wonder if Side Marshal is going to. We still haven't found Sirens, I don't think.
I don't believe we've seen them now. They can be available, and they could be in the Moon Shop.
Yup. Flame Dog check. Hell yeah.
This is a nice cheeky check for a piece of high tier loot.
Matthias, it's not that there's a flag that makes Lorna Subterranean dead. It's a flag that we make. It's the other way around. There's a flag to add the Lorna Subterranean to the pool. It's called K-Moon, and it's off this time. That's a crystal sword from Flame Dog. That's absolutely hilarious.
Well, that's basically just T-Money again.
Yeah, just T-Money. The money sword.
Side Marshal, please assert dominance.
Cecil is not in this flag set. It's not. I mean,
no, Cecil is actively forbidden by the flags from appearing in this seed.
This is Kain's adventure. No stinky paladin with pretty blonde purple hair and absolutely gorgeous lipstick is going to steal his thunder now.
So I assume that's not what Scythe Marshal wanted to see from...
Absolutely not. At the very least, he already met the objective, so he can wail on this ancient knight all he wants.
Yeah, Odin is going to have a bad day with multiple Zeus Rages and Hallam casting Lit 2. Lit 2 is better against Odin because Odin is quad weak instead of just regular weak, but Virus will get the job done here.
The sheep of light from the moon, the big well. Let's see.
Yeah, Coffee and Chocobos is going to be our first runner to head up and check the moon. Maybe there'll be sirens in the moon show.
You can only hope. Otherwise, it's like what, mech giants or something.
You could just do Zod, and then you have an edge to steal sirens with.
Oh damn! But CNC has filled all the slots already.
He has 4 party. Oh, is it distinct? Is it Max Party 4?
Oh no,
He only has 4 party members.
I miscounted. But that's nice.
Zod, the Tower of Zod is the Tower of Grind characters, apparently, because you can choose your option. Edge or Tower.
But, wow.
One of them has to join as your 5th. Or you can choose neither of them. Scythe, what's it gonna be?
What, Scythe? What's gonna be, Scythe?
Oh my goodness, the suspense. He's ditching both of them for now.
Oh, wow. That's a decision and a half.
And it's another Rosa on the moon. Amazing.
Hey, wow, this really is Kain's time to shine, huh?
Yeah. Roses everywhere.
Wow, how ideal for a blonde boy.
And this is a terrible Golbez.
This is awful.
Oh god.
How many stairwells does Side Marshal have? Ha ha ha.
Hopefully at least 1.
Like, at least this is one of the spots where Golbez spells can be reflected at him back, and he will take himself out, basically, if you manage to set up a stairwell.
But also his spells are going to hurt real hard. And Coffee Chocobos finds Mom Bomb in Cape Bahamut. That's not nice.
That could be required. It smells required, honestly, at this point.
We still do have the D-Looters at the top of tower and this Zot check. Plus there's all of the Sealed Cave and the Fey March. There's so many checks.
I wonder if when Coffee and Chocobos is gonna go up or deals. Maybe now, since it's gonna put him right on Mysteria. Hey, did you know that the hero is Side Marshal's Rosa wearing a Heroine robe?
Yes.
So, Heroine robe is real good, folks.
Oh my gosh, Golbez was so kind. He just let Palom survive.
Excellent.
And Coffee and Chocobo is picking up Iridia as the final party member.
Whoa! Not wanting to wait any longer. Wow.
An interesting play.
I really love how Coffee and Chocobos is playing this.
Yeah, my guess would be gonna set up first Mac Giant grind.
Yeah.
Kain and Yang and slingshot that Iridia.
Yeah. Maybe this is gonna be like quad cert with Rosa healing.
Maybe.
If depending on what's.
Oh my goodness! Scythe Marshal gets rewarded by holding off on the edge of the Tella with a Sand Ruby.
Wow.
That is a Fusoya if he wants it.
Do you want it though? That's the thing. Fusoya's pretty slow and Kain's really fast. And Kain's are
I want the Fu. I want Fu.
I absolutely adore the Divergence, by the way.
Yes. Scythe Marshal now going to sweep through Baron in really quickly.
That's a Sparkle, bouncing around. Do you need a Fusoya though? Are you gonna do Reflect strats?
You could very well do Reflect strats with it if you get a Fu.
But Kain is so gosh darn fast.
That's a problem the Cursed Ring and like a Drain Sword can solve.
Fair enough, yeah. That's Plague. Ugh.
But yeah, I think having Palom in the party makes the Reflect strats with Fu, Palom, and Rosa very viable.
Plague to CPU, huh?
Oof. That is... I mean, Plague's fine. He's got a lot of hit points, which is rude. CPU is fine, actually. CPU is very easy at that second spot.
At the very least, I mean, maybe you can down Radia since you just like pick her up and she has like low hit points, and like raise her over and over again.
Yeah, no, Plague is not going to be a terrible fight.
Again, I'm really loving the divergence. Like Coffee and Chocobos has gone to the moon, has checked out all like the tower. Scythe Marshall has gone upper deals instead and has done music and thought. At some point, both paths are gonna converge again because you have to do all of 5 out of 5 objectives to beat the seed. But so far, I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, no, I do really like this divergence, and Scythe Marshal is going to pick up the Foo.
Coffee and Chocobo setting up the agility situation so Kain's Starville goes off before count. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, Kain is fast enough, and this spot is slow enough that Kain can get that Starveil off, and we'll be seeing probably just damage coming out and just using the Starveil as safety.
Yep. Absolutely incredible, like CNC's mastery of agility. There's the spoon word. 1500 damage. Nice.
Yeah, and as long as Kain still has that Starveil up, the count's just gonna keep getting refreshed.
Yep. So this fight is in the bag pretty much.
Now, Fu doesn't quite have all of his spells for Scythe Marshal, so Scythe is going to have to go get a couple extra spells, going to head to Mist Cave and make short work of this Dark Elf.
Good play. Hey.
That moment when Fu doesn't have Virus, but he has Nuke.
That's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah. It's a little awkward. There's Virus.
I wonder what's the Kiadem at Dwarf Castle.
You will see. I think that was another Edward that tried to join. So that is, for those counting, I think that's 3 Edwards and 3 Rosas. So our dupes have been mostly Edwards and Rosas, and I think 1 Duptella.
I think so, yeah.
But that means we've seen 5 of the dupes already.
I mean, it doesn't matter anymore because both parties are full.
Yeah, no, we won't be taking any more characters.
This is what you get.
Yeah, I think the only character spots we haven't seen Cave Eblin, Package, and Giant, and the only characters we haven't seen, I think the only character we haven't seen is Forum, that can be in the seed.
Ooh, Scythe Marshal this time does have the power to take out both spots at Tower of Battle.
Yeah, we'll see if this top of tower pays off for Scythe Marshal as he's climbing up the tower with much more power than Coffee and Chocobos came here with earlier.
Yeah, Coffee and Chocobos only had an Edward and Kain.
Yeah, and Scythe has Fu.
Yep, Fu with Nuke. At that.
Actually, I would be tempted to just go for Swag Rocks here.
But you have Nuke. And
yeah, but you have to cast Nuke like 3 times.
I mean...
Or 4 times to finish the fight.
I guess you can...
Swag Rocks does it in 1.
I guess you can curse Kain to make Fusoya go faster if you want to go that route. That's true.
Who's pretty fast at this point. He's only really slow for the end game.
Fair. Kain is not high level yet. That's true.
Yeah, Media's going towards the top.
Nice.
Spells have been rearranged. There's the package. I believe that's from the warp glitch.
Well...
So Dwarf Castle has value.
I'm so glad that we don't have to go down there. I mean, D-Mist could be in Evil Walls, but that's the issue.
Yeah, that is a possibility. D-Mist could be hiding anywhere still. And all it would take is for D-Mist to have just one half of Forage, and oops, that's required.
Wait, did Coffee and Chocobos get the item from Dwarf Castle? What was it?
I think so. I don't know.
Did Coffee and Chocobo like exit?
He did. Oh, he did. It was the pass.
Oh, okay, it was the pass. Whoops.
Okay. Now we get our job work check from Coffee and Chocobos. Fu just going for a Quake, no Meteo.
That's fair. You can have Rosa aim and Kain jump. Very nice.
Yeah, and Fu plus Palom Quaking is definitely not bad.
Here it is. Here's the party power-up that Coffee and Chocobos was looking for. Wait, it's gonna turn Radiant into a caster? That's a surprise.
May as well. I mean, Radia's better at casting than Zerking.
Yeah, but say you find the Zeus Gauntlet at Coco's shop.
That is so unlikely.
It's not unlikely. It's like a tier 6, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of a whole bunch of tier 6 items.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying that.
And like, look, we found our Poro.
Dragon Whip, Heroin Robe.
Oh, right. That's why we're sitting through this. I was like, why are we sitting through this? Oh, right. It's an objective. Weird octopus tentacles burn mist, as you do.
But
meanwhile, Scythe Marshal is through the top of tower.
Absolutely, like excellent fight from Scythe Marshal.
And that is a hook.
That's not required, but that's
it could be.
Pigtail. Yeah, Rat Tail could be.
That Rat Tail could have something.
But even then, that Pinktail could be something awesome.
I don't think Scythe Marshal has the pink tail.
I'm just talking in general.
But yes. Oh goodness, where was that pink tail? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember, actually. Oh, yeah.
If it was Pan, then he probably has it. Because he did the Pan bonk, at the very least.
Did Scythe not return the Pan?
Maybe.
It's possible.
It won't bite him if he didn't.
Yeah.
It was just a pink tail and a protect ring.
I mean, they're nice, but I don't think they're gonna be a game changer. Oh, he did. Nice.
Okay. Coffee and Chocobos is now climbing up Mount Ordeals.
Ooh, he's gonna find the Twin Harp.
Yep. Hopefully he keeps chasing this chain because this chain is required.
Sure is.
Discovers third Rosa, available much earlier than the other two Rosas.
Must be like, oh, dang.
Oh. Could have had Rosa so much earlier.
That's why when you have free characters, you check the free characters.
Yes, that is why, I mean, on free characters, I really like bum rushing Ordeals.
Absolutely.
And just taking it on super early, because there's a character there. I want that character.
It's a character, 3 bosses, and a key item. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think Coffee and Chocobos is gonna have any issue at this point.
No. Kain just casually jumped on Rubicon, and Rubicon is done.
Oh no, you got me.
But Water Hag will still take 3 hits because Water Hag is Water Hag and always takes 3 hits.
Yup. Water Hag's like 65,000 HP. Actually, did you know?
Scythe Marshal gets the Baron key out of the Super Cannon room.
waits a second to realign his thoughts and figure out a plan of action, and
it's Dwarf Castle time.
makes sense. She had the power. That's
and with Fu in the party, Scythe Marshal has Warp, because I don't know if Palom is just a little bit shy of it right now.
Yeah.
But Fu should have it.
Yeah, that's like 2 bosses and 2 key items. That's like...
Although I'm pretty sure Palom will learn it before he finishes the check at this point.
Yep. So here's the thing. K-Moon is not on because I wanted this seed to take less than 2 hours on average. D-Mist could be on the moon though, holding half a forge or something.
That would be excellent.
Hopefully not, actually, but but it could be. It's a distinct possibility.
That is a possibility. Or D-Mist at King Queen.
Yeah, that's the other one, isn't it? Although we still haven't beaten the bosses at Feymarch.
Yeah, no, there's still the Feymarch bosses, or there's still the Mom Bomb and Cave Value. There's still options.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
And we do not know who the package boss is, so...
That means we're carrying around as a sleeping Param everywhere we go.
Yes, Coffee and Chocobos is currently carrying a Sleepy Porum.
That's fair. A trip around the world.
On it, yes. Sleepy Porum is getting to see the world.
6 party members. That's cheating. CNC disqualified. Whoa! Instead of like doing cool like reflex strats or whatever, Scythe Marshal goes haha bye and blows up Plague. And
Scythe Marshal has a slightly power overwhelming and will get even more power overwhelming now that he has 10 key items and is getting double experience from these fights.
Absolutely wonderful. I think Scythe Marshal is like revving up the bike and going full speed, trying to catch up to CNC and maybe overtake it.
Yeah, I mean, CNC does still have to do the whole harp into Zot chain.
Yup.
And it looks like he's going to be avoiding it for a bit.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, the harp is kind of long.
Ooh, Mom Bomb? Ooh, giant!
Yeah, it is giant time. This is basically, hey, I want levels. This is required anyway. Let's get all the levels.
Ooh, what freebies are left? Baron guards, I think?
No, Kaipo guards, not the Baron. The Baron guards were in the basement.
Yeah, sorry. I got the names confused.
I think it's just them and Dark Imps.
Yeah, Kaipo guards and Dark Imps. That's true.
We've seen Water Hag, we've seen King Queen, we've seen Bahamut, we've seen DKC.
We only have 1 coffin left, I think.
That would work. That's enough for the Kaipo guards.
Yes, but not for Dark
Imps. But not for the Dark Imps, who are quite rude. And Coffee and Chocobos, unlike Scythe Marshal, does not have a source of stone.
Did he turn Encounter Zone?
He did, and then ran away from...
Is he trying to do... Wait, but you
Oh, it's a Mac Giant grind.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Oh, do you think this is it?
Yeah, no, this is it.
Wow.
If you see a single searcher, it's the Mac Giant grind.
Nice. Well, we haven't entered the grind zone yet, but CNC is going at it. We'll see what Scythe's preferred method of approach is gonna be now.
Looks like it's going to head to Baron next. This makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not terribly difficult, and we know that this will give him the Darkness Crystal.
Yep, absolutely. Here's the Mac Giant, Silk Web. So as a fun tip for viewers, if you put a status effect on a boss, I mean on an enemy in the battlefield, and you defeat the enemy and it gets resummoned in the same spot, it actually keeps the status effect, in this case slow.
Yeah, slowing that Mech Giant is really huge, because that all the other Mech Giants that get summoned will still be slow.
Yep, so that means less punches. Yeah, I mean, with Rosa and Blinks and some manner of damaging giants, it's good.
Yeah, Thunderclaw Young and Ogrex Kain are making short work of these giants.
What a fantastic setup this is. I mean, this is gonna take a while, of course, but still, I think CNC has it under control.
I mean, see, he does have 10 key items, so...
Yep, this makes a lot of sense. Like, you do this, and then you go through elements and CPU, since it's required anyway.
Yeah. Get all the experience.
Mm-hmm. That means that you need to do less grinding, because elements and CPU have a lot of XP.
Yeah, I would actually be tempted to just try out elements and CPU right away.
Yeah, you don't know what's there, maybe it's doable.
Or maybe it's Kainazo.
Or maybe it's Kainazo. Hopefully not. I've been getting some infamy about waves at bad locations.
Yeah, no, Wave was... The waves last seed definitely made some waves, so...
Wow, that's some Bakashinobi level punning.
We have not seen either of the potential bosses that could use Wave.
Yeah, Wyvern or Kainazo.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that Wyvern will use Wave.
Yes, it's very unlikely.
But it is possible.
It is.
And Wyvern and Elements with Wave would actually, I think, be nigh impossible for this team.
You will need to grind beforehand, that's it.
You would need to anchor beforehand.
Yes, anchor.
Or you would need to get multiple characters up to 3,000 plus HP. And I mean more than just like Young and Kain. You would need like Rosa at 3,000 HP.
I mean, you can have Kain jump over the wave. No,
you don't have time.
You can't.
It's too fast. The spot is too fast.
Yeah.
81 agility is too fast.
Yeah, it is. Wow, Scythe Marshal just like getting time, like every check Scythe Marshal does with his powerful team just like takes time back. That Chocobo spent
definitely making a lot of time back on these checks. Although Coffee Chocobos is done with the grind, that was a lot of experience. Not nuke on Rydia, but definitely most of the way there.
Yeah, and Rydia's gonna get nuke on Elements and CPU for sure.
Oh, Elements. Easily. Yeah, she already has weak.
Excellent. Hey, we can D-Machine now!
Yeah, no, Coffee Chocobos can D-Machine now if you wanted to. That is an option.
You know what I really wanted to see? I really love to see early Forge, like Apple's Lands, and someone using that to D-Machine grind. Ugh. What a shame.
That would have been spectacular.
What a shame. Next season, maybe, if there's one.
But we will have to see on Coffee Chocobo's side who is at this element spot.
I mean, it's an hour in. This is not too bad. I don't mind a little bit of rudeness.
Is this even?
Huh. It keeps
this
happening.
This is totally fine.
It keeps happening. I told you about vanilla. I told you, bro.
I mean... with 2 of the pieces of the Triforce of Vanilla on the Restream team. It's kind of hard to be surprised at Vanilla anymore.
So while Coffee and Chocobos did a masterful play of anchoring Kain, going out to buy coffins, buying the curse ring, and then coming back, I doubt Scythe Marshal has to do any of that. So that's more time that Scythe Marshal is taking back.
Yeah, Scythe Marshal has an Hourglass 1 he can just throw. But Will Coffee and Chocobos is going through this Elements fight, and Scythe Marshal is clearing things that we've already seen from Coffee and Chocobos. I would like to give a shout out to our featured runners. Follow the runners. They are both fantastic runners of Free Enterprise. And give a follow to the rest of the Restream team as well. Shout out to Snake D for doing the restreaming for today and putting on the show. Dathis for pushing the buttons and keeping us straight. Very last minute too. Huge shout outs to Dathis for popping in it with very little warming. And of course shout outs to Alchemy for making this wonderful club. And being here in the booth with me.
And thank you for joining me again. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you. And to you, the viewer. No, but seriously, thanks. Wow, you know, Elements sucks here because the HP refill. So it's really nice that Coffee and Chocobos is reflecting spells.
Yeah, I think this is the correct way to go about this fight. Reflect some Fire 3s and some Cure 4s, and unless your wall wears off, that's not good.
So here's the thing about Elements. It's 2 monsters duct taped together. And the idea is that when you go down a certain amount of HP, it swaps sprites or into another monster and it refills the HP. But since that's a counter script, you can bypass that by reflexing spells because reflected spells don't trigger counter scripts. So you can kind of cut this fight in half, pretty much.
Yeah, because I think the way that the wall is programmed is that the wall is basically a counter attack.
Yep.
And you can't counterattack a counterattack in this game.
Not in this one, no.
Otherwise, the wall reflected spells that bounced off of more than one. Once they bounced off of one Star Veil, they'd bounce off the other Star Veil, and or the other wall, and then you have soft lock of infinite spell bouncing until it hits someone. Which, if everyone on both teams is walled, fun.
Whoops. Fire 3 is hitting that weakness. There it is.
Yep, that is Coffee and Chocobos through the Venelements.
You could probably do this fight even before the grind, honestly. But it will take so long.
Rydia did not have Fire 3, and Rosa did not have Cure 4, so that would have been a much longer fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Bye. And who's waiting for us at CPU? The CPU is one of the spots in the game that is tied for the highest physical attack. So,
it is also tied for the highest magical attack.
Yes.
It's a scary spot. It's tied with Cape Bahamut, I believe, for the highest physical, and with the Ogopogo spot at the bottom of the moon for the highest magic attack.
It's really nasty. It doesn't have...
It's the gauntlet! Free D-money!
Wow.
Amazing!
Wow. At the very least, monsters here aren't bound by the spot stats, but this is a grind, folks.
Yeah, no, hey, you just did a grind? How about second grind?
Ceramos is gonna have a very bad time.
Yeah, it's time for second grind. Oh my goodness.
But what about second grind?
We need second grind. Scythe Marshal is now headed into the Giant. We'll see if he decides to do a grind before a second grind gets forced upon him, or if he decides to just do the Elements fight and then do the one grind, and not the two grinds.
I mean, Scythe Marshal has some really strong character power going on. So I don't know if...
Yeah, I would say in the mid-30s, it's probably safe to just go.
And like mid-30s with the Fusoya and stuff, it's like... I don't know. I will peek at the boss first.
Yeah, I really don't think Scythe Marshal's team needs a grind. Palom has the level 3 elemental spells.
Ooh, he does. That's true. He can he can melt.
Yeah. He can do those reflect strats much more easily.
Yep.
Without grinding.
Come on, peek the boss.
Nope, he's turning encounters on. Oh no.
I mean, it's still the XP, and it's gonna be great for Sarama still. So it's not like a
yeah. We just know that there's another grind after this grind.
Yes. Keep in mind, viewers, the racers do not know there is the second grind after the grind.
Although I would still be tempted to not do this grind at all, because the Giant gives 500,000 experience as is.
Yeah.
Also, D-machines are very rude.
I like it depends on what kind of person you are and what checks you prefer doing. I'm the kind of person that goes to the moon and checks Cape Bahamut and also Murasame's spot, and people don't do that. And I'm also the kind of person that checks elements before grinding, just in case. But I'm
the kind of person who does things without grinding, if it's possible to do without grinding. Which is not always fast, but can save time sometimes. For example, this.
Yeah. Oh wow, I never thought about slowing the searcher so it does less messages. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Coffee and Chocobos took early Edward hoping for a spoon, and it was basically a free spoon.
Yeah, all you had to do is get through Antlion, and the starting pan bonk gave the spoon, and Antlion had the magma key.
It was great. We had spoon from the start. We just didn't know it. Is TNC through the fight yet?
No.
Oh my god.
No, there's more grind.
Oh my god.
This isn't enough experience.
We have entered the grind zone, but I didn't think it would count to this. But second grind proved me wrong.
Yeah, second grind is powerful.
Look at Young's HP. Goodness. Look at Kane's HP. Wow. Everyone's HP is so high. That's
Shoutouts to Rydia getting almost 2,000 hit points.
At this point, Edward might survive an unnerved Big Bang.
I don't think he's quite there yet.
No, but he might.
Oh, that's hilarious! Oh my gosh. There's a foo at the end of the Giant.
That's absolutely incredible. That's hilarious. Listen, C standard free characters is absolutely hilarious. Well, that's another objective.
Goodness. That is another objective for Coffee and Chocobos, though. Does still need to do Cave Magnus at some point. We'll see when that happens.
We know where everything is, except, where's Forge?
Yeah.
We haven't get the Forge pieces.
We do know that at least one of the, well, we don't know that one of the Feymarch bosses has to be required because there is still a D-Mist.
There is a D-Mist out in the wild, which seems...
But there is, yes, there's still a D-Mist hiding somewhere, which is either on the moon, the King-Queen spot, or a package.
Yep.
I believe.
Those are the only options. Five bosses in the LSD, and
yep.
King Queen and package. That's 7. Ugh.
There are only 7 boss spots left to check in the seed, and one of them could be D-Mist holding half a forge.
We can only pray that D-Mist has a womp.
I mean, I'd be kind of okay with that just because this Feymarch is disgusting. And also Mamba McCabe Bahamut is disgusting.
It is. But I don't think Coffee and Chekhovs is gonna have any issues with this. God, I love Steve.
I'm just sad that we probably won't get to see our Witchburn this seed.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
Because there are no other bosses to fight other than Valvalis, Antlion, and Mombomb. And a D-Mist, potentially.
Potentially.
Anyway, Scythe Marshal is done with the grind, has Nuke on Palin.
20 levels, nice.
So that is first grind done. Edward is in the mid-50s already.
Yeah, he's gonna get the good news. Right.
Scythe Marshal has a mid-50s party at the end of first grind. We will see what his levels look like at the end of second grind.
God, I love these HP values. They listen. I have every time I play Free Enterprise, my motto was and still is, there is no issue in Free Enterprise that you can't overcome with enough levels. No problem you can overcome with enough levels. So these HP values. Oh,
that is definitely mostly true. I would say Big Bang Wyvern at Elements is a problem you cannot overcome with levels.
I don't know. 99.
81 agility is very much. 81 agility is very hard to overcome.
So how many cookies that this boss Antlion has the other half of force? Wow, I was joking. Just think about this very seriously, huh?
This is a 1 in 3.
Just stalling. I call off this bet. Just stalling. Illegal. This is illegal, you know.
I'm sorry, I like to save my cookies.
Fair enough.
My cookies are for special occasions.
Wow, like just eating the punches on the counters. This is fine. Just going all full ham. And we were talking about, hey, what about Moonveil and Lion or whatever?
No. Just do 2 grinds. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just do 2 grinds.
Rosa with white. There you go. 4K. Here's Nuke. Here's Spoon. Bye, Antlion.
And Antlion gives a Bahamut summon.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess we'll learn that. Maybe? No, not worth taking the time to learn that anymore.
No, not anymore, no.
Not at the end of second grind. Although Coffee and Chocobo's Rydia doesn't know Medio yet.
That's true, I guess.
She needs 5 more levels. Clearly the grind isn't done.
Time to head to the moon and grind some more.
I mean, there's always the possibility of a D-Mist at Ribbon Room.
Yes, absolutely there is. That would be miserable. But with this power, I guess it will be okay. So I would like to point out that while we were joking about gambling cookies, Dathus and Smepty here in the booth did actually gamble cookies, and Dathus won. Where next, CNC? Music? No. He's avoiding music.
He left a save outside tower because he never finished the top of tower and is now...
Oh, that's true. He never did.
Headed to the moon to check Mom Bomb, I think, or D-Mist Hunt or something. Not music though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel music is gonna be Coffee and Chocobo's last check at this rate.
That is unfortunate because that music is required.
There it is. More EXP for the EXP god. The beefiest bar you ever see. God, I wish you could put like Zeus gauntlets on Edward.
Scythe Marshal is processing the fact that he now has to do a second grind.
That small pause in the menu, like, oh. Yeah, the pause.
I am doing a second grind now. I overgrind. My first grind was too long. Maybe longer than I would have liked because I ended up in the mid 50s. Time for second grind. Oh boy.
Well, the difference is Fusoya has like Fusoya and Palm. Those are two AoE machines. So I think Scythe Marshal might be a little faster than Coffee and Chocobo's. We'll see though. I mean, Mom Bomb, even with the big punches, it's probably okay, honestly. Like, sure, Rita's taking a nap, but...
There's a rat tail from the Mom Bomb, so that is a chain. Maybe that'll be... Oh, wait! Coffee and Chocobos can't turn that in yet. He doesn't have the hook from top of tower.
Oh, that's true. Oh no. Coffee and Chocobos is like leaking time.
Yeah, he has to go back and do tower to be able to turn that rat tail in. Which then could be the Legend Sword, or it could be a Womp, and D-Mist has the value all along.
Yeah, that's the last Womp. So either D-Mist has the Womp, or Hook has the Womp. I mean rat tail. Oof.
Oh gosh, I don't know which one I want more. These are both so rude.
I would like to keep my seed times as low as possible. Thank you very much.
But we could have Legend Sword behind D-Mist at King Queen or Package.
King Queen will be worse for Coffee and Chocobos.
Oh, this is good though. Coffee and Chocobos is stopping by Troya. Maybe we'll do Harp.
I think Coffee and Chocobos has really.
Oh heck yes. He's going to find this Earth Crystal.
The Vanilla Crystal. Again.
Meanwhile, Scythe Marshal is working his way through this Alt Gauntlet.
Quakes left and right.
Yep, Edward is approaching 2,000 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Perfectly normal levels that we see regularly in Free Enterprise.
Just kind of flex with the spoony hand. Wow. what I see this as being it hasn't been rude, but it has been very interesting. This was like my aim from the beginning. I am so pleased. Coffee and Chocobos could probably defeat this,
but you don't get anything for beating this form of Dark Elf. Also, it's a cutscene. It ends pretty quickly.
I have seen Invenerable defeat this, I think.
I mean, it's definitely possible to beat it without the Twin Harp, but with the Twin Harp, it's a very... I don't know.
I think I have seen Invenerable defeat this cutscene Dark Elf. It's really hard, and I think he had like some adamant armor or something, though.
Anyway, we should be quiet because music's about to start.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our reprise of music. And Scythe Marshal was checking the pigtail. It's already arrows.
Well, that's really nice.
They're nice.
In case you wanted to go the powerful archer, Quatzerg route.
Oh no, Coffee and Chocobos doesn't have exit.
Oh. But exit items, come on, CNC, dang.
Yeah, Scythe Marshal bought a whole bunch of exit items early on, and that sped a lot of this up. Coffee and Chocobos is out of exits.
Yeah, keeping track of everything in this game, it's hard as heck. There's so many things to keep track of.
At least he won't have to deal with that again once he's through Zot, because Rosa will learn exit there.
Absolutely. Excellent for exiting out of the LST when you're searching for Dimist.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a level 62 party on Scythe Marshal's side. Level 62 Palom. This is fine. This is normal. These are just typical levels in Free Enterprise.
I love seeing those HP values. I know I've said this like 7 times by now, but it's just so refreshing to see. Coffee and Chocobos is finally going up to defeat those leaders. I doubt he will have any problems.
No, this is the Tower of Zot. He's doing the objective.
Wow. It hasn't even been 2 hours yet.
No, it's only been an hour and a half. Our runners have cleared most of the seed.
It feels so much longer than it actually is. Well, while Coffee and Chocobos is finally defeating the bosses of Zod, Scythe Marshal is defeating the bosses at the bottom of the Fate March. Wow, one of the top and one of the bottom.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna see the Sun Tetsuken.
No, that seems very unlikely.
Wait, he's waiting. He's gonna do it. He's gonna jump over the Sun Tetsuken.
Oh my goodness, he's taking the time to do the meta objective.
I'll remind viewers that have joined recently that there's a meta objective where Kain has to jump over one of many nasty super moves that some bosses have. including Odin.
Oh, mistimed. Too early.
Damn.
No meta objective for Coffee and Chocobos.
I appreciate it, CNC.
There's Scythe Marshal getting his adamant.
For the record, Scythe Marshal did jump over Dragon Knight Cecil's Dark Wave early on.
Yes. So Scythe Marshal already has the meta objective taken care of, while Coffee and Chocobos has not yet done the meta objective, and has already gotten through Bahamut. Oh no, Bahamut's not on the list. I just realized that. I guess that's fair. Bahamut is a very easy jump.
I can't believe our tracker Death is keeping track of the meta objectives too. Thank you very much. That's wild. And for the viewers, if one of the racers completes the meta objective and falls in first, second, or third in that order of preference, if they have met the meta objective, they get to pick next week's character.
Oh, Kain's too fast again. Kain is too fast.
Kain is so exceedingly fast at this stage of the game.
Yeah, no. Tried to jump over the hold gas, but Kain was too fast.
Dang.
Meanwhile, Scythe Marshal is through Antlion now.
Wow. The real terror.
So he just has Cape Bahamut left.
You bet. And once he does Cape Bahamut, we may finally check whether or not the
rat tail has the value.
I can't wait.
Indeed, this is very exciting.
By the way, there are other racers playing this seed right now that are not being restreamed. No one has finished yet.
Yes, no one is done. We have not seen a single finish. But that is Coffee and Chocobos through Golbez. Now, I think his only check other than Demist Hunting is top of tower. Well, Scythe Marshal's only check other than Demist Hunting is Cave Bahamut.
Yeah.
So we may have our runners converge on this rat tail turn-in.
Yep. That being said, going up Lower Babylon and running down, it takes a while.
Yeah, no, I mean, Coffee and Chocobos is probably going to have a faster fight individually than Scythe Marshal, but the walk is much longer for him.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that turns out.
Then again, Scythe Marshal does have level 60-something characters.
Are we going to get to the 70s?
I don't think so. The experience ramps up quite a lot.
Yeah, that will be.
But good. You know, Edward with 2100 max hit points is pretty good.
What's the max damage for an unnerved Big Bang? Like 2400?
2700 if it's one of the 9 rolls.
Huh.
But you rarely see that.
Okay.
It is unlikely that Edward will fall to a max damage Big Bang, to a high roll Big Bang, or an unnerved Big Bang.
Wow. What a seed. What a journey. See, folks, you don't need like Omnidextrous or like T-Wild or anything like that to feel really powerful. You just need levels.
Yeah, just get all the levels. And win. And yeah, Scythe Marshal is through Mombomb before Coffee Chocobos even starts the D-Looters fight.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Although CNC did take the time to learn Bahamut, so I think I have an idea of how this fight is going to go.
Oh, there's two targets. My brain is unlocked that you said that.
There are 2D winners. Coffee and Chocobos has a level 56 Rydia with Bahamut. Something tells me that these D winners are not going to last very long.
Ooh, I'm at the edge of my seat. What is it gonna be? Ooh. Matthias, Omnidextrous is one of the many April Fool's 2021 flags. They're called the wacky flags, and it makes everyone be able to equip anything.
Yeah, in any slot. So your hands are for weapons, any weapon. And boo-hoo, there's the Legend Sword at the Rat Tail. D-Mist is not a factor in this seed.
D-Mist had our last womp of the seed. Side Marshal is in go mode.
Something tells me Scythe Marshal's not going to have a really long Z fight.
Yeah, huh? I don't think we're gonna see a single Big Bang. I get the feeling. If this is an Evil's Lance, oh boy. I hope it is at this point.
That'd be amazing.
All of Kain's weapons are extremely good, so there's no bad weapon Kain can get. Do you even check Coco Shop at this point? You're so strong.
I would probably not worry about it. But we may as well look and see that there's Stardust Rods here. Yes, pick up the Stardust Rods. You want Stardust Rods and Crystal Rings. Yes, those are good.
Wow.
Also a White Spear.
Wow.
But it's Abel's Lance, so we don't care.
I'm so glad. That's absolutely wonderful. Abel's Lance is basically a crystal sword for Kain, basically. So
yeah, but it makes him faster.
I mean,
which is the one downside. It is a plus 15. But yes, we have all of the things. We have Abel's Lance, Kain. Oh, Scythe does have to sit through the package cutscene.
Oh yeah, I mean, eh. So I think both our Restream racers are like neck and neck at this point.
Yeah, no, especially with Scythe having to sit through this package cutscene, that gives CNC a way to get back into this.
Oof, both have the pass too.
Yeah.
Oof.
This will be neck and neck. That is Scythe's Crystal. Do have to sit through the rest of the cutscene though.
Yup. Yeah, I bet Scythe Marshal is like at the edge of his seat, like, come on.
Yeah, we have not had a finisher yet.
If this was me, my finger will be hovering over the fast forward button. Like, no, don't do it. Don't fall prey to temptation. This cutscene takes so long though. Kafinchika was getting his very own Abel's Lance, surely. I'm sure he'll be happy to see that.
Yeah, also going to pick up... Nope, he does not have enough money to pick up the crystal rings.
Damn.
He can get one if he sells some things, though. There's his Abel's Lance. But, and his crystal.
Like, Scythe Marshal did put a Drain Sword on Kain, so that's gonna put his agility way down.
Yeah, but Scythe Marshal is done with the cutscene, and has a slightly shorter flight.
Yup. Oh boy. I think Scythe Marshal might go in... Yup, Scythe Marshal is gonna go in Troya first. I mean, Troya, the pass shop. So...
Gonna do a little equipping real quick, just putting crystal rings on people. Kain has 39 agility with this Drain Sword equipped. Just take it off. Or just... 59 works! That's fine. It's thinking about agility. But this is giving CNC the time he needs to get into Troy at first.
Oh, neck and neck. Wow. Listen, folks, agility is really hard. Like math in your head. And like Scythe is really good at math, but Free Enterprise is a cruel mistress, and you have to think about party order too. So I'm not surprised that Side Marshall is taking his time, making sure that Ceramos, who is known for being extremely rude even at high levels, I will know. I have wiped at these levels at Ceramos before because I'm Butterfingers. So yeah. I don't blame Side Marshall for taking his time. But
it looks like he's settling for a 44 agility Kain anchor, and but meanwhile Coffee and Chocobos is entering the Z fight, so I think there's a question that we have to ask if you'd like to do the honors alchemy.
Sure. Whose butt are we kicking today? And is it cute? Does it have a butt? How many are there? What's it cosplaying as? Many questions.
I'd like to ask, how is the butt?
I guess we'll see, depending on who the butt is. Are we jumping over the butt? Good question.
Oh, this is a good question. If Coffee Chocobos wants to get that meta objective done, he's going to have to jump over the butt. Otherwise, Scythe Marshal could still get to set the hero if he finishes in the top 3.
So, you want to Sir Kain, but if you want to get the meta objective, you have to jump over the first Big Bang. But you kind of don't want to see a Big Bang, and I think you can do that with this power.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. But while our runners are entering the Z fight, we do have a first place finisher. Wylam finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 29 seconds.
Wow, that's many bots, I guess. Oh wow, the nukes are going off.
It's still not too late for either of our restreamed runners to get on that podium and maybe get the meta objective complete. We do not know if Wylam has completed the meta objective off stream.
Well, Gilbert with a very good point. All we need to do is pick up this bot and throw it, and we win.
Yeah.
We have a second place finisher with NG Dave. Great job. Wow, Coffee and Chocobos is like shredding Ceramos.
Yeah, this may... the chances to get in that top 3 for the meta objectives are running out.
And so they did, with Microcorps finishing in 3rd place. Nice one, Microcorps.
Yep. Our runners on stream will not be the ones to satisfy that meta objective, unfortunately, but
I will be very diligently checking their recordings to see who will get the chance to pick the next character.
And if none of the top 3 complete the meta objective, then I believe, yes, you get to decide. I would like to shout out that Edward just tanked an unnerfed Big Bang.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
He may not be around for much longer, but he tanked an unnerfed Big Bang.
24 HP in a dream. Here we go.
Oh, that Cure 4 is coming out.
Come on. Come on! I'm so invested in Edward's safety.
Edward is fine.
Hey, 5 more HP than he needed. That Q4 is pretty weak, huh? Maybe.
Yeah, I believe she has a heroine robe equipped.
Yup, to make her fast enough to compete with Kain's speed. Good call.
Yeah, so it's a little rough there. But yeah, both of these sea fights are going very smoothly.
I mean, with these levels, it's complicated to mess it up, but see, Hero Kain really throws like a wrench in things. So,
yeah, I mean, we have rocks.
Yeah, but you still want to be a little careful. Like, I mean, you know, overconfidence and all that.
Would you say is it a slow and insidious killer?
Yes, I would. Thank you very much.
But that is a flash on Coffee Chocobo's side. He is now done with an official time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, 4 seconds. GG's to Coffee Chocobos, and we'll see if we can get him in here for an interview.
Days reeling, about to break. Ceremus is done for.
And just to clarify, that was our 4th place finish.
Yes, absolutely.
But Scythe Marshal is in rocks as well, so...
I believe we are joined by Coffee and Chocobos.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's.
What a journey. GG's.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a little bit of everything all over the place.
It kind of was that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very hard not to 17 out of 17 this seed.
Yeah, I mean, I tried with going for that Baron basement throne a little bit early, but then everything brought me back to the scattered bosses on the blue planet, and then K Bahamut, and going up back up that tower again. I think that's what kind of doomed me, wasting time there, and trying it early too.
Yeah, unfortunately that tower was required, but that was a really heads-up fade, and it was looking like it could have been really exciting, especially if that Legend Sword had been at, I'd say, a cheeky D-Mist rather than behind that rat tail turn-in.
Right, I was starting to think that maybe D-Mist was at the package or at the Mega Sister spot the whole time.
Well, it could have been on the moon as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The way this seed worked out, we never saw D-Mist.
D-Mist was lost to the ether forever.
I'll have to go and track it down after we're done.
So, what do you think about second grind?
Cool. I mean, Edward's never going to shy away from getting extra levels to shoot him up into the 60s, and Yang can always use more HP. I kind of underestimated how much damage Yang was going to do with his punches to the D Machine, and you saw that I almost took a nosedive to that one. Fortunately, I had that hourglass in reserve.
Yeah, D Machine's not a machine.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that they were.
I mean, everything else there is. You just kind of assume Giant is full of machines because everything's a machine except for D Machines for some reason.
Apparently they're a dragon. I had my wires crossed on that one. No pun intended.
Well, I saw you try to jump like over things multiple times, and I gotta say thank you very much for trying. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, Kain betrayed me again and again and again.
Yeah, he was just too fast every time.
At least he was dropping 9 to 10k bombs on Zeromus instead of whatever he would have been doing berserking.
Yeah. So I'll ask this: do you have a hope for the next character? Is there any like one you would like to see?
Well, I don't know what the options are quite yet, but I'm game for whatever. ZZ4 has primed us all for whoever's hero's journey.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thanks a lot, CNC. It was a pleasure watching you race and doing all those like nice like agility manips and stuff. Always a joy. Thank you very much.
Well, glad to show off what I can, and even though I felt a little clumsy this run, hopefully I showed at least a little bit of what's going on there.
You did. It was great.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to watch you.
Thank you.
We are also joined here in the booth by Scythe Marshall. GG's on your finish, not too far behind.
GG's, thank you.
That was quite a hit, huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this to go this way, but I'm kind of glad it did, honestly.
I guess I'll ask you, do you think you had enough levels at the end of that seed?
Well, Eddie wasn't doing quad 9s berserked with the spoons, so no, I guess. I don't know. That was I overdid the D-money grind because last night I was playing a seed and I wiped his Romus and I was grumpy about it.
Yeah.
So and I was under leveled, and so I said, you know what? No under leveling today. And then we got second grind.
Yes, and then the seed said, hey, I know you prepped for this, but just in case you don't have enough experience, have more.
I totally know how you feel. Like over leveling is my way of answering situations in Free Enterprise, so I am all too happy to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. So I did the meta objective. You can't say I didn't do the meta objective.
We did see that and appreciated that a lot.
It was tough, but you tried and you did it. Kain is sick and jump over his arch nemesis and deliver a massive blow. It was so cool to watch. I live for this stuff. This is why I opened this club.
That is fair. I forget. Did I jump over anyone else? I don't think so.
I don't think so. But one is extra. There was no extra points this seed for jumping over more than one.
Nope.
Yeah, that is fair.
I didn't want to like put extra pressure on people to like bog stuff down. This was like 1 hour and 45 minutes already.
Yeah. I guess I tried to jump over Golbez, but the agility didn't work out. And then I saw Odin and I said, you know what? I didn't use these Zeus Rages on the dolls when it would have been smart to use it on the dolls. So I guess I'll just take 2200 damage twice on Odin. Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, may as well.
I know I didn't gain all the time back, but I got some of the time. Zal was kind of rude. I opened that trap chest and I was not happy with what I found.
Yeah, like we were laughing so hard. Like, hey, it's still T-Money, huh?
That's the trouble with Q Wildish. All these chests are full of crystal swords and Excaliburs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was really impressive. Like after you spent extra time trying to jump over those dark waves, you took your time and tackled the seed with less characters, like found that Rosa and waited, and you finally got your reward with the Fusoya. You could have taken Edge, but you waited still and got the Fusoya, and you started like making back time and more time, and you almost beat CNC because of that. It was like awesome to see. Great work.
That's interesting. Yeah, I almost took Edge. And then I realized I have a weapon for the guy.
We saw that consideration, and then you ditched him, and it turned out that because you ditched him, Fu was right there for you to take.
Yep. I was looking at my party, and I was like, who do I even want? Yang? No. Sid? No. Rydia? No thanks. I got Bahamut at the end. Thanks, game. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'll take Palom because Palom's gonna help. And then you never say no to Rosa.
Yes,
almost. And then I was like, I don't know who else I'm gonna take.
When the spoon showed up, Spoonward, because Spoonward.
I was so I screwed up because the seed would have gone very differently if I had, like nothing, like changing nothing else. if I had just done Antlion, I probably would have won this seed. I would have won the race. I would have beat everyone. Well, maybe not Wylam, but I would have finished sub 140 because I would have got the spoon, and then I would have said, "Oh, yes, I will take Edward," and then, I wonder how fast Fabul and Ordeals and everything else goes after that.
Yeah, it will have been a little faster with that spoon in hand for sure. But like hindsight 2020 and all that.
I don't know. I get unlucky with key items more than I care to believe.
I think you performed like excellently in this.
Yeah. You landed outside of Troya before Coffee and Chocobos did.
Oh, and then
it was.
I assume he did reflex strats then.
No, it was the menuing.
Oh, yeah, that's no surprise. My menuing is garbage.
He passed you in that menu.
But yeah, I took crystal rings because I knew my agility situation was garbage.
No, it made sense.
Yeah, we're talking in the booth like, hey, like agility is no joke. Even with these levels, like if Ceremus is really fast, he can like bombard you with stuff, and it can get like, even with these levels, it can get like nasty if you're not careful. So like I was like, I don't blame Scythe Marshall for like taking like his time and making sure everything's a-okay, because I have wiped to Ceremus with these levels before. It's happened to me. So all in all, like great race, and thank you very much for showing up. I really appreciate it. And I'll ask you the same question. Is there like any character you would like to see for next time?
That is a good question. Can I take the crystal sword that I didn't sell and start with it next round and take Cecil?
I don't think you can do that. I don't think.
Oh, then never mind. Who cares? Throw Paladin Cecil in the garbage. I don't need him. Dumpstered.
Hey, let's pester board for a Cecil starting kit, which is just a crystal sword.
Cecil kit, yeah, all right. Black sword, so it's a combination of the. Actually, no, you just Fabul kit, Paladin kit, easy.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
We're not gonna get it, but anyway.
I can dream. Okay, so thanks a lot, Scythe Marshall. It was a pleasure watching you race. GG's again.
Perfect. Thanks, Alchemy. Thanks, Xenocat. Good job on comms, probably. I don't know if I'll watch it back because I don't need to watch second grind. But thanks to Dathis for tracking, and thanks to Smapty for restreaming. We'll see you folks later.
Take care.
Take care. That will do it for us in this stream, but we are going to be heading over to Desert Bus, who...
It's Desert Bus for Hope, the wonderful marathon where someone plays like a boss for like 8 hours. It's kind of weird, but it rocks.
Yeah, it's Desert Bus, the game where you drive a bus for in real time.
Yeah, it's
from one city to another. It's great.
They're wasting money for Child's Play, so go check them out. And this has been Alchemy and Xenocat. Thank you very much for tuning in for this afternoon's extravaganza. See you next time. Inshallah.